What's going on, everybody? All right, this video is going to deal with marauders. All right, apparently Nat Geo put up on Doomsday Preppers a family that the way they're preparing is just to go out and pillage. Okay, they're just going out and they're going to steal everybody else's food. Okay. Anybody that knows me from Make the Prepper and Prepper Grunt, all right, I used to do reviews on Doomsday Preppers, and I used to just pick apart everything that they were doing. Some people were okay. All right, there are a couple people, I would say like 2 or 3 families or segments of all the Doomsday Preppers where I was actually like, they're pretty prepared, okay? They know what they're doing. The rest, they're in some trouble, okay? So I don't really watch Doomsday Preppers anymore because I got tired of it. I was like, this is just bullshit, and mainly because of Nat Geo themselves, all right? Nat Geo actually contacted me and freaking talked about OPSEC, which is operational security. We have all sorts of OPSEC. We know that you have secrets and this and that. And I laughed at it. All right, I was like, this is fucking bullshit. All right, because they're sitting there talking about their secret room that nobody knows. Okay, but then they show them open up the door, and then they show the guy fucking sitting there saying, I have the secret room and nobody knows where it's at. Bullshit. We just saw the door open. It's right behind you. People go into their secret bug out location, okay? And then Nat Geo says, they're on their way to their secret bug out location starting in freaking Dallas, Texas, okay? And then they show, their secret route. And then they show a street sign that says Route 9. And then they show another street sign that says, State Route 347, okay? And then they show the entrance. Okay, in this day and age of technology, Google Maps, there was one guy in Colorado. They showed so much information on his route to his secret bug out location. They showed the front gate, they showed the route, okay, and everything else. I was actually able to go on Google Maps, all right, and it took me, maybe about an hour and a half of straight up searching, okay, but as far as I'm concerned, I found his secret freaking bug out location, all right? It's not that hard, okay, when your secret bug out location is a small building with a garage door on it, all right, and it's freaking, and it's a small freaking driveway, okay, with a yellow gate, okay? I mean, it's not that fucking hard to find, all right? So, when it comes to Nat Geo, I don't put anything past him. Is this guy for real? I don't know, but it puts up a very important little piece of information that might be true. And I kind of put the serial killer theory that the FBI and the federal government have on this, is that they say that for right now, for every serial killer that they know about, there's probably 30 to 50 more that are active that they don't know about. With that being said, if there's one person out there preparing to maraud, specifically to take your shit, then you can probably go ahead and say that there are probably more out there. How many more? I don't know. I mean, there could be freaking thousands of people out there doing it, okay? So with that being said, there probably is quite a few people out there that are preparing just to take your shit, all right? They're not preparing food and water because that's all they want to do, all right? Also, I mean, if you think about it, all right, with the way that your mind psychologically works, all right? Right now, a lot of people don't go through with things that are criminal, okay? Don't go through with beating people up and everything else because the law is there. The law is there, and they could get in trouble. They could go to jail. What happens after the shit hits the fan? And those people, all of a sudden, are like, fuck this shit. I mean, That's what happens. A lot of people, okay, get so fucking angry they could kill somebody, all right, but in the back of their mind, they're like, I don't want to go to fucking jail. I'm not killing them. What happens after the shit hits the fan? There is no boundary there to stop them. There is no wall of law enforcement or just the law that will stop them from killing people. So you have to put that into effect too. Now, I'm just going to classify two different types of groups of marauders, all right? Again, we can go into different personality complexes and everything else, and we'll be here all freaking night, all freaking day. As it is, this video is probably going to be a series of 3 videos or more, all right, talking about the marauder mentality and how to defend against marauders. All right, so with that being said, all right, there's 2 classifications, all right? They're the stone cold killers that don't give a fuck about anything. All right, they will go in and burn a fucking place down. Doesn't matter if they get anything or not. They just want to freaking create chaos. And then there's this other classification of marauders. Marauders that are kind of forced into it. All right, they're just trying to survive. Okay, they weren't prepared or anything else, and they're just trying to survive. But they still might have some sort of compassion, okay, or some sort of rational thought in their head, okay? So, with that being said, with those 2 classifications, again, you do not want to underestimate anybody. If this guy on Nat Geo is for real, I don't care how ridiculous or how funny it was that he was building a body armor suit, or, you know, that he was fucking 350 pounds and everything else. You know what? I'm 300 pounds. I think I look like I could take care of myself, right? That guy, he doesn't look like he can take care of himself, but at the same time, don't underestimate him. He's already got a backing of, what, 20 people or so? All right? And what do you think is going to happen after the shit hits the fan? Those 20 people are going to grow because other people are going to join that group. They're going to pick people up here and there. They're going to pick up groups of people. That 20 can easily grow into 100, 150, even more. He could have an army behind him. All right? So you never want to take anything like that taken advantage of, okay? So don't underestimate these people. All right? That's the first lesson. Do not underestimate anybody. All right? Now, the people that are kind of forced into it, like I said, they might have a little bit of compassion, all right? They may send a messenger, all right? They may send a messenger to your house. He may be unarmed, okay? She may be unarmed, all right? And she just has a message, you know? And kind of like in 300, I bring a message of earth and water, you know? Freaking, you know, I bring a message. Give us some food, give us some water, and we'll leave you alone. You can either, again, that's up to you. You can either take that, give them some food, give them some water, and pray that they leave you alone. But this is my mentality on this, all right? It's kind of like feeding the bears. You feed one bear, another one comes up. You feed that one, another one comes up, and then another one, and all of a sudden, you've got a freaking lot of bears, all right? They're inside your fucking car, and they're just ripping it all apart. All right? So, again, that's my mentality of it, all right? Personally speaking, I would take that opportunity to tell them to fuck off, and then I would take that opportunity to try to get some sort of information off of them, okay? Because now I know they're there. And we'll get into all of that here pretty soon. Now, for the most part, though, I don't think anybody is going to come up to your front door, all right, and, hello, we're marauders, we're here to take your shit. I don't think anybody's really going to do that, all right? If they do, that's pretty dumb, all right? As far as I'm concerned, no matter if they're organized like a military, like an army, or even disorganized, and there's two classifications there of of the groups of marauders that I'm going to go into is you may have highly organized marauders, and then you might have disorganized marauders. And again, I'll get into that later on, all right? What they're probably going to do is kind of recon your area, all right? They're going to recon, all right, and try to figure out. They're going to take notes. They're going to take notes of how many people there are, how many kids there are, how many women there are, all right? How many guns you have, all right? They'll take notes on any kind of any kind of military gear that you have, all right? They'll take notes on your security, okay? They're going to take notes on everything, all right? The marauders, you know, they may just freaking just rush in, but to be smart about it, I don't think they would rush in. I mean, you know, again, it's shit at the fan. They're there to get food and everything else. They don't want casualties just like you don't want casualties. But at the same time, some of them might not think so rationally, and they might rush in, all right? This is the reason why you have security, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here, okay? And we'll go ahead and talk about security and defense in the next video. So, I'm Agent Grunt. Prepare for another video.